between them and us, the they and the I. We have been conditioned, led to believe, live our lives, don't even consider anything different, that they hold the power. Whoever they are, those thems and those theys out there. Not once do we consider that I hold the power over my own life and that they have taken it or we give it to them because of conditioning or abdication of responsibility, lack of equity, lack of pride, lack of worth, low self-worth or too much, constriction imposed, distractions, and artificialities that we have been led to believe in the name of, for our own good, that is the only way. They only hold the power as long as we allow them to hold that power. The moment that we, each individual I, take your power back, take my power back, then I am in command and they are out of a job. It does not matter if those theys are other humans, their human rules, their human avatars, or certain traps or artificial gods of human creation, such as coin, to which we bow in slavery and believe that is the only way to live, or the time clock and the schedule that holds us rigid in place, where we have to put the clock, the time clock, the schedule before ourselves. The AI and the algorithm, more modern inventions, telling us what to do. The algo, the something, setting the rhythm of our lives. The rule that rules with an iron fist and an iron rod, or an iron staff that burns if we don't follow it. And we become followers to an avatar, to some rule that rules over us. Not an agreement that makes life easier for everyone, puts everybody on the same page. Those are good, it's a matter of degree. But when we have rules to rule over, policies that when we look at them do not make sense at all, and there's no common sense to say, let's start making sense of life and living life. And then those worlds of assumptions and the expectations, where we look out there, but not within. And we're stuck in place like a gyroscope spinning, often by fear. And that locks us in place. And that other artifact, the one that says stop thinking, the one that says don't think, and we give our power away to someone or something else to think for us. And the it is what it is, where human has a hand. Where the human says, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Absolutely wrong. You can. The only is what it is that we keep, that we are part of, is that of nature. Whatever the weather is outside at this moment, for you, that is what it is. How to discern between those we keep, the natural ones, and the ones to discard or set aside. Whether it applies to anyone and all. If it is raining outside wherever you are, then you would get what? Your car, the grass, the cat, the dog, the bird, the tree, the pavement, the rock. It applies to all equally, indistinguishable of who you are as an individual, living being, or any element or aspect of nature of this world. Everybody gets wet when it rains. Those are natural, apply equally, and those we keep. We don't change those. Those follow nature's course. But all those rules and policies that constrict our lives, that then they say, there's nothing you can do. Yes, you can at any moment. Take back your power. Take back the I am power, the I am presence, the one you're born with, the one that comes from within. One that is held by each and every human, nearly 8 billion alive at this time. Everybody has an I am, a perspective, a vision. Let's put those front and center and live our lives by those. And as every single person has a perspective, there is no right or wrong. It is the individual perspective of the individual. There is no greater or lesser. It is not what they say. And if for those who say, well, perhaps there's a quantitative majority that say this or say that, ask yourselves, how much is their own? And how much are they just saying yes or no to something because somebody else said? The group think, very popular concept. How about casting aside the group think and just think, what is it for me? What do I believe? And I say, this is what it is for me. And the next person can say, that's what it is for me. Okay. You can agree, disagree, and you still shake hands. And you're still the unique individual. You retain your individuality, you retain your power. It is time to step up, to take back our power as a unique individual that we are. There are no two exact sames. They're similar at most, even with identical twins. For those of you who have an identical twin, you have similar things, perhaps more than your best friend or somebody else out there you know. But never 100% exact on every single facet or aspect of life. And that's the beauty of the uniqueness in the individual. And you hold it. There are those who say, well, what if you're wrong? Well, perhaps on something you're wrong. Okay, show me, tell me why you believe I am wrong. We sit, we look at it and go, okay, given these factors, perhaps I am, and I might shift. Or those same factors, that additional information, might lead this person who just told you that you are wrong to say, maybe you're right, or maybe it's someplace in the middle. It is time to take our power back and say, I am, and not give our power away to them. We believe it's easier, it is cheap, it is better, life is smoother, it is more convenient, and there's always, as it has been, punishment and penalization when we do not obey and comply. Well, who likes to obey and comply to something that is anathema to when we truly ask ourselves to what we believe in or what we prefer? Who has given them the power to say that one is right and you're wrong? How about different perspectives? How about choice? How about real choice and real free will? Where you choose without anyone or anything altering or shifting or constricting or putting limitations around it, but the one that comes from your heart within, that first one, that unencumbered one, that you make freely without influence from anyone else. Find yourself within yourself and begin living your life and take back your power. And as I said before, the past isn't the past, but you have command over the now, this moment, and whatever you do in the next moment, and the one after that, and the one after that. So do that, and go forth and live your life, self-empowered, holding the power, and putting all those theys out of business by taking their power away as you return to the reins of power from within yourself. And then you are in command of yourself. You're truly empowered, and it comes from within. There's no greater power than the power that comes from within, the heart of the self. Blessings.